My name is Jude Traxler, and I teach here at the LMC, the Lower Manhattan Community School, down near Wall Street in the Financial District. The coolest thing I think about this school is it's really eclectic. You know, you get a group of kids from Chinatown, you get a group of kids from Tribeca, you get a group of kids from like the Financial District, and you have this just plethora of backgrounds. I mean, cultures and sociological demographics. And so it's really, really important to have support for the arts, because it's easy to be thought of as you know, like, oh, you're the arts, you're the clusters, you're sort of the ancillary subjects in a sense, you know, because you don't have standardized tests at the end of the year for your subject, nor should we ever. But sadly, it also sort of pulls from some of our clout, you know, in academia. You're not teaching math, you're not teaching science, but you are. You're teaching the physics of the guitar string. They don't know it. You know, you don't have to teach gravity to have them understand gravity.
6, 7, 6, 8.
Here we go. It's a way of teaching them that it's not just like math is not just left in math class, and English is not left in English class. They all bleed together so well. It's just a matter of like taking really good ideas and honing them. In the realm of arts and music especially, when you learn something and you're teaching your brain how to just process information. I mean, that's what the arts do, and they teach you not just how to process it, how to organize your brain, whether you are aware of said organization or not. It is a way to show that with repetition and diligence, I mean, anything can be possible. It is my hope that they realize that it's not nearly as difficult as it seems. Every subject in school transfers. Everything you do in social studies is relevant to music because we're writing songs. Well, that's great. You have a great story about social studies and about, you know, Hannibal and how he almost took Russia. Well, let's write a song about that. Like, what a letdown that must have been for him. You know, who else did that? Napoleon. Guess who else? Hitler. Like, great, let's write a story about how you just can't take Russia. And so I feel like if we teach them anything, especially here in the music room, it's that nothing that you hear on the radio is that difficult. You know, nothing is beyond you. You want to write a song? Write a song. If you want it and you're willing to work for it, it's yours. The thing that I think makes us really different than a lot of schools is that this room, especially the music room, is almost 100% grants and donations, including my salary. This room, to start off, not the room itself, not the soundproofing, not the technology, not the smart boards, not anything scholastic, but just instrument-wise was about 40 to 45 grand our first year. Since then, we've probably dumped in at least that same amount, and it's all come either privately or grant funded. Almost anyone can apply for grants, especially as part of the school organization. Last year there was a $75,000 grant that was up for grabs. Any school down here could have asked for anything they want, and it was technology based. That's a huge grant, and technology is so expensive anyway. You need that lot of money and availability, and so we've got some really nice recording gear that the kids get to use all the time. We got a whole rack of iPads and things. You see the teachers and you see the you know, non-administrators making an effort to add to the pot, to say, like, you know, I want money for this, I want money for new guitar strings next year. I don't mind fundraising for them. I always offer like free studio recording sessions and private lessons and like a jam band with professional New York musicians who are friends of mine. We'll get together and you know, like a 7th grader up there singing, you know, singing Katy Perry, just rocking out on the guitar parts, and she's got like, you know, the drummer for, you know, Billy Joel, Liberty DeVito back here just rocking drums, or, you know, myself on like keyboard or guitar or whatever. And so they have this really empowering moment. And if that's all it takes for a parent to donate $100, then that's brilliant. In a school that doesn't have that luxury, they can get the gear they need, but it isn't guaranteed. And sometimes it's an uphill battle. I understand the need for, you know, the breadcrumb of trails of what goes where and what you can buy from where when, but having a private donor, having a grant, having someone who says, I believe in what you specifically are doing and I'd like to see this continue. You know, to have a donor write a grant for, or write a check for $10,000. Like, I think what you're doing is awesome. Here's for next year, whatever you need. You know, now that doesn't happen every day, but one can dream. The kids see immediately somebody believes in us. Like somebody wants us to keep doing this. Somebody has noticed us, which of course is really empowering to them.